rounder.
Sam, on the conference championship games, they all have to mean the same thing. I think that's part of the argument. Like, I am fine if they keep them. I'm also fine if they get rid of them, if they are acknowledging we're getting rid of them, because in the Big Ten and the SEC, they don't mean the same thing that they do in literally every other league. I mean, Alabama has literally no stakes. They can be 10-3. I mean, theoretically, they have, because of the way that, like, okay, well, both the teams in the SEC championship are going to get in, even though that would be their third loss, and they have a bad loss. Then there's a team called Texas that has a bad loss that's out as well. The Big Ten, both those teams are undefeated, so one loss that shouldn't, but that should be an outlier. As where the Big 12, both teams with one loss, if the worst one loses, then they're out. So they have stakes here. The only way they can get in is to win. I think that you got to make everything mean the same thing or get rid of it.
Yeah, that's why I think you get rid of it. You just let your conference standings, or let the conference determine who it wants to send. Does it want to send its number one team in terms of conference standings? Does it want to send its team with the highest playoff ranking for your one guaranteed bid? Because I think, like, for instance, even to the Big 12, it really only stands to help BYU or hurt BYU. I don't think it's gonna. The only way it can hurt Texas Tech is potentially drop it out of a top 4 slot. Like, Texas Tech's not going to miss the playoff if they lose this thing. Whereas in the American, it is a play-in game. The winner gets in. So I think conference title games have kind of outlived their utility to a certain degree, especially as the playoff is where it is. And if the playoff expands further, I don't see any reason to keep them around. The only reason to keep them around is you want the money for it. But even then, you start to look at the crowds at some of these things, and the more meaning that is taken away from them because of an expanded playoff, I think the less crowd you're going to see at these things.